So, in the history part, we are going to do the first chapter, Rise of Modern Europe, and the second chapter, Establishment of East India Company in India. And in civics, we are going to do the second chapter, our Constitution. And in our geography, we are going to do the first chapter, Resources. So, this will be the syllabus for you, the first term. So, according to the knowledge, intellectual study, etc., the world history has been divided into three different ages. So, the early ages, okay, then medieval, then modern age. So, what is ancient age? Ancient age means belonging to the distant past, is very early ages, early parts, past things, like especially to the period in history before end of the Roman Empire. When the Roman Empire was there, before the Roman Empire, that is called ancient age, because there were no kings in that time. So, ancient means very old, when the people started living their lives in the jungles and having existed for a long time. So, they have stayed a long time, that is mainly, and whatever things they have started changing their lives in the jungle to the villages, that is actually ancient age, old age. So, the next one is medieval age. So, what is medieval age? Medieval age, the root word midi means middle. Okay, the meaning of midi is what is that? Middle, and the eve. The eve meaning is the age. Okay, medieval literally means a middle age. So, and in this case, middle means between the Roman Empire and the Renaissance. So, that is after the fall of the great Roman state and before the rebirth of the culture that we call the Renaissance. And the next one is modern age. So, what is modern age? Modern age or a modernity, modern world. Now, we are living in that present modern age. So, in this post medieval era, a wide span of time marked passed by technologies, innovations, then urbanization, then scientific discoveries and globalization. The modern age is generally split into two parts. We are actually late modern age and the early modern age. So, the next one is medieval age. Medieval age, the root midi means middle. So, middle age or eve, medieval, the eve meaning is age. Okay. So, medieval age literally means of the middle ages of early and modern. So, in this case, middle means between the Roman Empire and the Renaissance, that is after the end of the fall of the great Roman state and before the rebirth, the culture that was called a Renaissance. So, the middle age is of early and the modern ages. And the next one is modern age. So, what is modern age? So, we are familiar with this word modern. So, the modern age means the modernity, the post medieval era, the wide span time of marked by the technology innovations. So, technical innovations are happening in this modern age. Lot of things happened, lot of things changed, and we are into it. Then urbanization. So many villages became town. Then the scientific discoveries are there in this modern age has happened, and the globalization. Then the modern ages are generally split into two different parts, maybe early and the late modern periods. So, these are the three ages, that is ancient, medieval and modern ages. So, why this division is made? Because to know it, the study of history into very easier way, so that we do not get mixed up. So, this division includes the definite and the certain duration of political, social, economic, religious and cultural structure, along with modern activity of different countries of the world. So, lot of things are there included in this of the people's political life, social life, economical life, religious structure, cultural, traditional life of the world. We are going to study in this history. The modern age includes those fresh opinions, activity and action which has provided human beings with different dimensions of ancient and medieval period along with social values. So, we are not separating, we are not putting it for this that this was bad actually. So, all that good things we are making into a modernity and making our life into a better way, and that includes the social values and the it provides what are the good activities there were in the past, and it is the mixture of what is that early and the medieval in this modernity. So, the fresh opinions and activities and the actions that has been provided by the humans in this modern age. So, whatever more people have become more advanced in this modern world, so they are free to share their opinion with the other ages, and they can make the life of the people to a better world. For that purpose, we are studying the history. So, the history is very important to know how people lived in that ages, to the early, to the middle, and now what are the differences that we are going to see. So, there was lot of differences before, but now it has become a very handy and very easier way because of ancient and medieval era. So, now what are the characteristics of modern age? So, there are three categories of the modern ages. So, the first one is reasoning and rationalism. So, what is the meaning of reasoning? So, reasoning means thinking, okay, and rationalism is the practice or principle of basing opinions and action on reason and knowledge rather than on religious beliefs or emotional responses. So, we are here thinking with a logical way. So, in this era, what happened, that individual used to believe a fact only when he used to get appropriate reasons or arguments for that fact. This leads to the development of science in Europe. So, there was open mindset of keeping your thoughts and then developing or putting into practice. So, this is the first characteristics of the modern age was reasoning and rationalism. And the second characteristic is humanism. So, you know, humanism means humans. So, in this era, importance was given to the humans for the prosperity, for their well-beings. The importance was given for the materialistic comfort, means materialistic means all the worldly comforts. So, whatever the life would be easy for humans, the vehicles, the mobile phones, for the communication, and everything is now easier, right. So, it is known that man has uncounted ability in developing and making a developed society. So, in that way they are giving more preferences to the humans for their good livelihood. And the third characteristic is new research. So, you know, research means searching something, discovering something. So, in this age they gave birth to the geographical discoveries, okay, development of science, so industrial revolutions and new political and social ideas. So, lot of new innovations, researches, development was happening. There was all the ideas were freely taken from everyone. So, it is kept in the mind that in different continents or countries, changes took place according to the social, political and economic conditions. And you can see the example in Europe, modern age started in between 15th to 16th century, whereas in India modern period started in 18th century. So, in this case, the Europe was the first to choose the modernization, and later it came in 18th century in India. So, it means that come from. So, the modern history sources and its products are not in a plenty, but to get them it is easy, because in modern period documents and paper are preserved very safely by government offices. So, in this age books are not only printed or written, but some books are reprinted. So, they are made many copies. So, the documents or whatever things that may not be lost. So, there are different types of literature like novels, biographies, travelogues, etc. and all. So, along with this, daily newspapers are the most means of knowing more about history. And also there are some people who are with us, experience the struggle of independence. Still now they, like the followers of Mahatma Gandhi or other freedom fighters, still people who have been with them, still we have such kind of people, and they also have told about the their times, and we have the handwritten things, or we have stored into the our papers or preserved in the offices. So, they give us more verbal information, means they give us more information through their directly through their mouth. So, that is called verbal information about the history. So, we get more clarity than the scripts or the things written in the books. So, here we are going to see the classifications of the modern history. So, the history of modern age and its sources. So, how it came? The first came the written history. So, the history was written. Then came the verbal history. Those who have written, then they have told to different people. Then came the modern communication. Then came the modern architects. So, in written history we see different literary compositions, biographies were written, and then verbal history we see experienced people and the flock stories, eyewitnesses were told in the verbally to passed into the other people. Then in modern communication we see this all things were shown in radio, TV, films, photographs, audio, video cassettes, internets and all. Then in the modern architect we see town plans of Delhi, Parliament, house prints of Wales, museums of Mumbai, all this. Then the museums in Chhattisgarh, in Raipur, etc. All these are the sources how it passed from one to other. So, now we are going to see the background of the history. So, at this end of the 15th century, life of European society has a great impact from the priests and knights. The kings were not so powerful. So, who was powerful there? The Christian religious people like priests or popes. So, people were unhappy due to exploitations of supremacy of the religious leaders. So, the Pope was considered the representative of God. So, great importance was given to heaven and God. So, in Europe in the mid of 14th century, the blame was given to the structure. So, many people many people accused this type of system because they were not able to do their ideas or do their wish. All the things that was controlled by the priest or religious leaders, and therefore, attention was given to the miseries of the people at present. So, at that time renowned thinkers, then they took the decisions, they thought logically, and they educated the people that these types of things do not follow. Just think from your mind through your intellectualism that is it right for you or not. So, they educated the people saying that look at the world with open eyes, do not accept simply by the other people what they say. So, this type of system, the religious supremacy was ended here, and because now most of the people they got education, and they thought from their mind, and they stopped following these people and the religious leaders or the religious structures. They were against that. 1 2 3 start. So they were against these religious structures, and the followers were declining from the religious were declining from this, and they started studying more and more, and thinking from their mind, they accepted their logical ways. So in this way, many people quitted from, or they left this type of structure or the religious what is that, following things what was happening, all the rules. So they got education, and they changed their ways of believing in God. So the faith in intelligence means the power of thinking logical and believing in it. So they have changed their faith into thinking and believing what is reality, and go into the deeper facts and make decisions by oneself, whether it is right or wrong, thinking by itself, not listening simply with a blinded eye with others. Then this type of reformation came from a lot of people by educating them. So till now we have studied about the three types of ages, that is, so till here we have studied the history, what is history, then we have studied the three ages, ancient, medieval and modern, then we have studied the characteristics of modern age, reasoning and rationalism, where the more important was given through reasoning, through facts. Then we have second characteristics, humanism, the more important was given or to the humans and their comfort. And in the third characteristics, we saw the new research was developed, a lot of other developments took places in this era. And now we have seen the background of the history. And we have seen the history and we have seen the history of modern ages and its sources. So how the history came from one to the other, how it was passed on. Then at the end we saw the background. So till here we will be learning this. Till here we have done. Then we will be doing the other parts in the next classes. So you go through your textbooks and try to understand the other. Till here you go through your textbooks and try to understand more. So we will be doing the other parts in the next classes. So till now you just go through your textbooks and try more to understand.